Hi again, and this is Piano Method Level 1A, the last song we're going to work on, which is page 44. And this is Deck the Hall Variation. So it's based on the Christmas song, the Deck the Halls. And you're going to hear that in the right hand. So a couple things that will pop up here. One thing at the top, they talk about an alternating time signature. So sometimes it'll be in 4/4, sometimes it's in 2/4, but they say just keep a steady quarter note pulse, right? So just keep your beats the same. It's just that some measures are longer and some are shorter, right? And then longer. All right, so this, the other thing that's kind of new, and we've been starting to look at this, sometimes one hand will do two different things at once. So if you look at that first measure in the right hand, you've got a whole note and you've got a rest. And these other notes, if you add that up, that's way too many beats for 4, right? So it's actually pretending like your right hand is two people or two hands. One person is doing this C, the whole note, and holding it for the whole time. The other person is not doing anything on the first beat, playing on the second beat and the third beat. So if you count it out, this is the first beat. Second beat, you're going to add this note. Third beat, and here's your fourth beat. Right, and that C, so that C is going to hold on while you change the other notes. So it'll look like this. You're playing C, 1, 2, 4, right? So, but that C is holding for those 4 beats. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. That happens a lot, right? The same thing happens here. And then you have these little repeat dots starting. So if you remember, we've talked about repeats a little bit before. You're going to skip that the first time. You're going to keep going, do the second line, through the first line into the second line. There's that changing time signature. But keep going 4/4 time, all the way to here. So when you see those 2 dots, you're going to go back and find the previous 2 dots. So whatever's inside the dots, you're going to play again, right? So you're going to play that a total of twice. And then you keep going into the third line and then the fourth line, right? So just watch for changing time signatures. And again, watch for that long C idea while the other notes change, right? That'll happen lots of times. This last part, that C is a tie. You're going to hold it here, but you are going to play the upper notes, including that E. So that'll just kind of join into the C at the end there. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Let's do a little right hand from the beginning, including the repeat. Okay, so 1, 2, ready, go. 4, 2, second line, 4, rest, 1 repeat, 2, second line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, third line, 4, 2, slowing down, 2, 3. We're going to hold that fermata and then back to speed. 1, 4, last line, 1, 2, 4, slowing down, 2, 3, and. All right, so hopefully that works. Going back and looking at the left hand. Left hand doesn't do anything really tricky, anything different from before. You're still counting the same way. It's still middle C position, so you're sharing middle C with the left thumb. First beat is a rest, so you're going to just join in on that second beat. Right, single notes, you've got that same repeat happening. And then you have a lot of thirds, which we've looked at in other pieces before. So just 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, right? A lot of places where you're doing stuff like this. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. Right? Yeah, so lots of extra work for your left hand too. And then it does have the changing time signature. You got 2/4 time, back to 4/4 time. Right, but nothing else is really new. So let's go ahead and do left hand from the top. So again, location is right here. Here's middle C, right, just like that. All right, left hand, starting with a rest. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest. 3, 4, rest. 3, 4, 1, 2 3/3. 1, 2. Second line. 1, 2, 4, rest. 2, rest. 2, 3, 4, rest. Back to the repeat. 1, 2. Second line. 1, 4, rest. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Third line. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, and slowing down. 1, 2. Right, and holding for a while, and then back to speed. 1, 2, 4. Last line, rest. 2, rest. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, slowing, 3 and 4 and right, and that holds for those 4 beats. All right, so let's put them together. Hopefully it's all making sense. This piece definitely takes a little time to get used to. It's a lot of coordinating, but it sounds nice. All right, so from the top, 1, 2, ready, go. Right first. 1, 4, 2. Second line. 4, the repeat. 1, 2. Second line. 4. Third line. 1. Louder. 1, 2. Slowing down. 2 and right, and hold on to that and back to speed. 1, 4. Last line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and quietly. 1 and 2. Slowing down. 3 and 4 and. All right, so that's a nice piece. Just one other thing just to keep in mind, some of these pieces have different speeds. This one says slow, lento is slow, so quite slow and thoughtfully, right? So it's not a fast piece. All right, have fun with it. Let me know if you have questions.